So, as indicated with the police officer, he was cited with Penal Code 195.00, official misconduct. He was cited with against Penal Code 10, states quite clearly that a traffic infraction is not a crime. He's citing me with a seatbelt violation. He was cited with Penal Code 485.05, hate crimes, because it's my obligation as a church to be strictly adherent to the Ten Commandments. Ten Commandments, he's trying to force me to commit blasphemy, right? That's his job. He doesn't want to do his job. He is unlawfully detaining me under Penal Code 135.00, right? He's also, because again, civil rights supersede any and all laws. First Amendment encompasses all three branches of government. Then again, 10th Amendment states quite clearly whatever's not on the federal level goes to the state or to the people. I am the people. Under Article 2, Section 2 of the Civil Rights Code states quite clearly supreme sovereignty in the people. No authority under any pretense whatsoever can be exercised over the citizens of the state without, paraphrasing the last part, consent of the people. I am the people. He is a servant. He is trying to act like state law supersedes federal law. Federal law supersedes state law, right? He's also violating the equal protection law under the 14th Amendment. He was cited quite clearly that it's a hate crime. He's state police, right? State police has their hate crime division. He is informed of that. He is also informed of Penal Code 135.00, unlawful detention. Penal Code 135.60, coercion in the third degree. 135.65, coercion in the first degree. 195.00, official misconduct grounds for impeachment to which even the governor can pardon, because that's how even the governor can be removed from their respective position. He is the servant, not the master. He tried to use coercion tactics to have me step out of my vehicle. Again, unlawful command. He has no authority. He is defying Penal Code 195.00, again, which is his obligation to protect my benefits. He's doing it for his own benefit, right? Then you have harassment. You have perjury. He's stating that I wasn't wearing my seatbelt and what have you. What does he have on record? But again, it doesn't make a difference, because VTL traffic infractions aren't crimes. These are actual crimes. These are misdemeanors, felonies, and capital offense. He was cited with Title 18, Section 241, conspiracy against rights, because it called for backup too, right? This is public roadway. Public access means that my rights have to be protected indiscriminately. That is Article 15, Section 290 of the Executive Code for New York State. It states quite clearly it's police power to protect the rights of the people indiscriminately, and that pertains to our civil rights, right? You have Article 1, Section 1 of the New York State Constitution. You have Article that means that I can't be discriminated against and disenfranchised of my rights. Article 1, Section 3, likewise, of the New York State Constitution states quite clearly I can do anything that I want, right? As long as it's not licentious, which means depriving anybody else of their rights. I'm not depriving anybody of their rights, right? Now we have conspiracy against rights under 241, 242, and 249, handled by the FBI, which has their oath of office under Title 5, Section 3331, as does the United States Supreme Court. Then you have Marbury versus Madison. Anything repugnant to the United States Constitution is automatically null and void. In Miller versus the United States, the right can't be converted into a crime. So what he's trying to do is assert dominance and authority when he doesn't have the authority. He is my servant, not my master. He is not doing his job. He is not investigating a crime. He is acting like he has supreme sovereignty when supreme sovereignty, again, is with the people. Under Article 2, Section 2 of the United States, under the New York State Civil Rights Code, supreme sovereignty in the people. I am the people. He is my servant. He is acting like he has a brain. He is a nitwit. He is mentally retarded and mentally unstable. He doesn't want to abide by his oath of office. He has oath of office to support both constitutions. He doesn't want to abide by that oath of office. He wants to act like he has that supreme sovereignty. He's coercing me into compliance. Tried to get me out of my vehicle. He was going to force me out of the vehicle. He touched the vehicle. He opened the door. He didn't even cite Pennsylvania versus Mims. I'm obviously not a threat to him. But apparently he thinks that he has the authority. He has the audacity to act like he is above the law. Traffic laws don't supersede the Constitution. First Amendment encompasses all three branches of government. First Amendment, free exercise of religion. If the Congress can't create a law that prohibits free exercise of religion, the judicial nor the executive branch can enforce it. That again is Penal Code 485.05, hate crimes, which he is committing right now because again, as the church, I am obligated to be strictly adherent to the Ten Commandments. I am on public roadways and he is discriminating against me, right? He doesn't want to abide by his oath of office. He also was cited with a Fourth Amendment violation to be secure in my persons and my property, threatening me again with the driver's license, trying to force me to give him my driver's license. He was also cited with Article 65 Section 65 of the Civil Rights Code, which states quite clearly that I can identify with any name I want, regardless of whatever the government issue ID is, right?
I'm citing you.
So You've been cited with Penal Code 195.00, official misconduct.
Can I cite you this citation?
You can cite whatever you want to do, but bottom line is you don't have the authority.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it up with your hate crimes division. I'm also going to report it to the FBI.
This is returnable to the. This is a seatbelt ticket for failure to wear your seatbelt. This is returnable.
So
to the
your
town
failure to be
on June 18th at 1 p.m.
Don't
if you
care
cannot
about
or
it.
Do not want to show up.
Don't
first, you can
care.
Fill out the back. You plead guilty. You're not guilty. Mail it into the court address. And the court will mail you back on how to take care of your citation.
So when are you gonna abide by your oath of office? What's your badge number, sir? It's on the ticket, right?
177.
And what's your name? Full name?
Trooper Marinaro with the New York State Police.
All right. Thank you, servant. You're dismissed. He's been cited with Penal Code 195.00, official misconduct, grounds for impeachment to which even the governor can't pardon. He's coercing me into compliance. He's committing a hate crime. Me being a Messianic Jew, I'm obligated to be strictly adherent to the Ten Commandments, which is anything to the contrary is blasphemy. So he's coercing me into compliance. That's a hate crime. He's state police. That's Penal Code 485.05. Right? My name is Richard Ewart. So he didn't want to listen to me. He was cited with that. He was cited with Title 18, Section 241, conspiracy against rights. 242, deprivation of rights under the color of law. 249, hate crimes handled by the FBI, which has zero of office under Title 5, Section 3331. Marbury versus Madison. Anything?
Safety, can you step out of the road?
Sure. I'll step over to the other window.
Sir, what's the reason he pulled you over?
He said for a seatbelt violation.
Were you wearing your seatbelt?
Doesn't make a difference because, again, under Marbury versus Madison, anything repugnant to the United States Constitution automatically null and void. First Amendment supersedes any and all laws. Article 6, Section 2 of the United States Constitution declares it to be the supreme law of the land. First Amendment, free exercise of religion, encompasses all three branches of government, the executive branch as well as the judicial. If Congress can't create a law that prohibits free exercise of religion, therefore the judicial or the executive branch can enforce it. Right? And then you have Title 18, Section 2381, treason, 2382, misprision of treason, 2383, rebellion or insurrection, 2384, seditious conspiracy, which you're complicit with if you don't put him under arrest.
Sir, we're not going to roadside court about this.
It's not court, it's law. Those are misdemeanors, crimes, felonies, and capital offenses. You don't want to do your job? That's Penal Code 195.00. That's official misconduct. What is your name and badge number? What's that?
GS12.
Alrighty. Well, I got it all on record here. So I've done this with court and what have you. They deem me incompetent. Article 1, Section 3 of the New York State Constitution states quite clearly I can't be deemed incompetent. Been through it before, and I won all cases because you. And yeah, I can sue you under Title 42, Section 1983, as well as 1985. And I could take your badge. What? No, that's under duress, because the bottom line is it's unlawful detention for me to even show up to court, because you're coercing me into compliance. It's putting me under duress. You're using coercion tactics, again, to violate my rights, because my rights precede any and all laws. Is that correct, sir? And it's your job under Article 15, Section 290 of the Executive Code of New York State to protect and defend my rights for the public health, safety, welfare, and order of the state. Is that correct? Indiscriminately. Article 1, Section 3 of the New York State Constitution. Again, when it comes to the free exercise, I can do anything I want as long as it's not licentious. We're not having this discussion. I'm telling you what the laws are, and you're refusing to abide by them. So I just want to make sure that you're aware of that, because you can be complicit with a similar case I already have in court too. Same concept. I've already notified them of the courts in Miami too, because again, even the judge can't help you in this matter, because the judge is bound by that oath of office as well. Sorry, I'm getting dry throat and what have you, but nevertheless. So we're not having a discussion. You're not going to arrest him. I want to put him under citizen's arrest. So you're not going to put him under citizen's arrest, therefore you don't want to do your job, because you're depriving me of a benefit, and that also applies to you, Penal Code 195.0500, right? As well as 485.05. Hate crimes. I'm going to file it with the FBI again, and I'm going to file it with the state police. Kind of ridiculous. I mean, he's state police, he handles the hate crime division, and he doesn't want to abide by his oath of office, right? Neither do you. Is that right? Is that right? You don't want to abide by your oath of office. You think that you're above the law. You think you're above the law. Just want to make sure that we're clear that you think that you're above the law. Alrighty. You're above the law. Thank you for your tyranny. Have a good day, public servant.